If we ever grab a hold of that mindset that there's always something more to learn, and we mix that with the pride and confidence that says I can do it, and then we mix that with the spiritedness that says I am man, created to explore, to conquer, to be the best, we'll become those unstoppable men. We'll become those men held in esteem, and that will give us purpose to life, to be more, to achieve more, to gentlemen, what's going on? What makes man man? That's his pride and his spirit, and they're almost interchangeable. This is the Better Man channel, where we choose to explore what it means to be man, how we can enact the very characteristics and virtues of manhood in today's society, and become that better man of value, of status that is held in esteem. Pride. How many of us have pride, man? Oh God, it is our very demise many times. It's my way or the highway. I know all there is to know in life. And that's interchangeable with that spirit, that idea of thumos, that spiritedness that man possesses, that virile spirit to conquer, to explore, to extend his power. That's part of being a man. That's part of being a capable man, that spirit that rises up and says, I am man. But pride is often the downfall of many a great man. And we've experienced that, to think that we know all there is to know, and never willing to adapt or adjust our mindset, our outlook, our thinking. That's very limiting. It keeps us stagnant. And then we see ourselves coming up with excuses to justify why we're not moving forward, right? We've been there. Oh, well, it's their fault, or it's the co-workers at work, or my boss, or this situation, or that woman, they've held me back. We come up with all these excuses to reinforce that confirmation bias of why our way is the only way, and it must be other people's doings and their causes of the reason why we can't move forward. And so I want to use that story from the Bible, right? The tree of knowledge. And outside of in religion context, I want to use it in wisdom, right? So anyone that's not familiar with the story, Adam and Eve eat the fruit of the tree of knowledge. Their eyes are open. They know things. Therefore, they're able to sin because they know right and wrong now. And I think when we gain knowledge, which equates to that pride, I know something. I know this. I know that. I know the right way. It begins to form these opinions. I want you to think about that. Anytime that we know something, we form opinions about it. We know stuff about sports. We know stuff about relationships. You know things at work. We have this knowledge, so we form opinions. But again, I don't care who you are, how intelligent you are, how intelligent you think you are. There's always something more to learn. We don't know everything. You don't know everything there is about your favorite sports team. You don't know everything there is about relationships. You don't know everything there is about life. And as men, we have that pride where we look through that prideful spiritedness lens that says, I'm man, I know everything, it's my way. But again, that's the downfall of many a great man. But it's also the rising of many a great man. Any men that I've studied, they recognize that there's always more to learn. And many of us, we get stuck in that prideful sense that I know everything, but if we know everything, there's nothing else to learn. But any wise man knows there's always something more to learn. We can take that spiritedness of man, we can take that healthy dose of pride and to begin to adapt that into different forms of thinking, in different forms of living, so that we actually reach higher levels, higher potentials, and we're not stuck in that lower level of I know everything, everybody else must be wrong, they're all full of shit, and it's my way. That is the very demise, the very diminishing of the possibility of what man could achieve. Pride will kill your potential faster than anything in the world, and we're always coming up with excuses to justify why our prideful outlook and viewpoint on life is right. How many of us have been there? I am the worst. I've hit my head, banged my head over the wall continually, perpetually, year in and year out for so long, thinking my way's the only way. And I've been stubborn and hard-headed in that. And that's that spiritedness of man. We should have that stubborn and that backbone to stand up and say, this value, this moral, this tradition's the right way. We have to build upon that. But that's the key word. We have a solid foundation, but we're willing to adapt and adjust so that we can build upon that, right? We have new insights of how to build better lives. We have new insights how to build better finances. We have insights how to build better relationships. And so we take healthy doses of pride and spiritedness of man. I have this pride that I'm man, I'm strong, I'm virile. We have that spiritness of that I'm here to extend, to explore, to conquer. But we're willing to take on new insights, right? Give me some information that shows me a better way so that I don't have to waste time on meaningless, useless things that I've been stuck in and not come up with all these excuses of why it's not working. What if we could bypass that by taking on a new perception, right? There's billions of people on this planet. To think that our way is the only way, well, that's very arrogant, very prideful, and ignorant. There has to be someone out there that knows more about a particular subject than you do. And if we can learn from that, that only makes us stronger, where we can take that healthy dose of pride and spirit that makes man man and begin to utilize that in a meaningful manner. Think of how much potential we've wasted by thinking this is the only way to do it. There's always a better way to do it. And the more we extend our insights, the more we extend our knowledge and recognize there's other ways of looking at things, the more we're able to walk around different problems, different situations, different opportunities even with a three-dimensional viewpoint. We can look at it from above, from this angle. We can look at it down here from this angle. We walk around it and we have this far higher outlook on what the situation or possibility or opportunity can present itself to us, right? If you're stuck in life, I guarantee you pride, an unhealthy dose of pride is the key component to you remaining stagnant. But it's also that pride of man that says, okay, what can I learn? There's more to learn. I'm going to learn it. I am going to possess the knowledge that it takes to enable me to move past this limitation, this barrier, this obstacle. We all have obstacles in our life. And maybe someone else has a new insight, a new perception, a better way of looking at it so that we can bring that spiritness of man to overcome that challenge, to overcome self in essence, so that we can extend our potential. And that's the name of the game. We're always wanting to move forward. We're always wanting to rise the hierarchical ranks. That's that spiritness of man that makes you want to achieve more. We have to evoke that healthy dose of pride and spiritness with the invocation of a mindset that says there's always more to learn. How can I learn from that person? What can I take from that situation that it gives me a broader sense of intellect, a broader sense of view, a broader viewpoint, a broader perception that enables me to see the world outside of my narrow, limited reality that's just in my mind. There's a lot more going on in the world than there is just in my mind. There's a lot of possibilities outside of just what I know. Pride diminishes the very essence of what it means to move forward. Healthy doses of pride give us that ability, that confidence to say, okay, I can do this, I'm man. And it brings that spiritness that says, all right, let's do it. Healthy doses of spiritness to say, all right, let's take the risk, mixed with healthy doses of pride that says, yes, I can do it. That's what it takes to enable man to move forward. But both of those can be the collapse of man if we only rely on our knowledge, if we only rely on what we know. Pride, man, will collapse man's potential faster than anything in the world. And too much spiritness, if I can do it without any intellect to back that up, well, that's just going to be the very demise and death of your potential as well. Pride and spirit, they're interchangeable, but we have to have healthy doses of that. And the key component to moving those forward in healthy manners and directed manners and intentional manners is knowing there's always something else to learn. There's always other men that we can emulate. We can imitate what's led them to success. Looking at our own life and thinking this is the only way, my way, or the highway, that's very ignorant. As Nietzsche said, there's no right way, there's no only way, there's no correct way, there's your way and my way. And both ways offer each other different insights, different potentials, different possibilities. If we remove the pride that says, I know everything, I know all there is to know. Every wise man has said, I don't know much of anything. There's always something more to learn. And as men, if we ever grab a hold of that mindset that there's always something more to learn, and we mix that with the pride and confidence that says I can do it, and then we mix that with the spiritness that says I am man, created to explore, to conquer, to be the best, we'll become those unstoppable men. We'll become those men held in esteem, and that will give us purpose to life, to be more, to achieve more, to always learn more. I love you guys. I respect you guys. You will hear from me next episode.